Have you ever wondered about that very first conversation that changed everything? I'm talking about the story of the serpent and Eve in the Garden of Eden. It's more than just an old tale. It's a profound look into human nature, temptation, and the power of words. So let's break it down. The story starts with a simple scene. A perfect garden, two people, and a serpent described as more crafty than any other wild animal. Now, this isn't just any snake. This serpent approaches Eve and opens with a question. But it's not a genuine question. It's a loaded one. He asks, did God really say, "You must not eat from any tree in the garden"? Think about that for a second. That's not what God said. God's instruction was specific. They could eat from any tree except one. But the serpent twists it, making God sound overly restrictive and unreasonable. It's a classic manipulation tactic, creating doubt right from the start. He's planting a seed of discontent, making Eve question the goodness of the one who gave her everything. Eve's response is initially correct. She clarifies, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it or you will die." She knows the rule, but notice she adds a little something, and you must not touch it. Some scholars believe this might have been her own addition, a small exaggeration that made the rule seem even stricter in her own mind. This is where the serpent sees his opening. He goes in for the final push. "You will not certainly die," he says. This is a direct contradiction of God's warning. He's not just questioning God's rules anymore. He's calling God a liar. And he follows it up with a tempting promise, an appeal to her ambition and pride. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. What an offer! He's suggesting that God is holding something back from them, keeping them from reaching their full potential. He frames disobedience not as a fall, but as an essential way to become powerful, wise, and godlike. He's twisting the desire for knowledge and self-improvement into a reason to rebel. The temptation isn't just about a piece of fruit. It's about power, knowledge, and the desire to be in control of one's own destiny, to define good and evil for oneself. This story is timeless because we face similar temptations every day. We hear voices from others, from culture, sometimes from within ourselves, that whisper doubts about what is right and wrong. They question the goodness of a loving Creator and promise us a better, more enlightened path if we just bend the rules a little. They tell us that we know better, that we can be our own gods. The serpent's strategy was brilliant in its simplicity. Create doubt, question authority, and appeal to pride. It worked then, and it still works now. But understanding this pattern is the first step to recognizing it in our own lives. It teaches us to be discerning about the voices we listen to and to hold on to the truth, even when lies sound so appealing. This ancient conversation is a powerful reminder of how a few carefully chosen words can set in motion a chain of events that impacts everything. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this exploration interesting, please give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into stories that shape our world. See you next time.